All right, everybody, welcome back to the sub. Now over 70,953 Wait Re-Rackers. This episode brought to you by construction, because you might hear some noise. There's the house that's under construction next door. I'm also having my garage entrance redone to try to accommodate for lower clearance cars, give me a little bit more flexibility in the future down the road on options. Also brought to you by the Jordan Lifts channel on YouTube. Just a little bit of extra self-promo since it's new. Link in the description if you're interested in watching me lift heavy objects. Let's start off with number 19. Before you say fighting hoglins is too dangerous, mushroom stew. They don't stack, but the ingredients do. That's a nice rhyme. Building a nether portal in creative and starting in the nether 100% naked. Going into the nether with food, wood, and diamond tools, despite the fact that there is wood, stone, gold, iron, and diamonds, and food in the nether. Okay. I would have gotten crap either way. I feel it. People are like,
You're not doing it legit because you didn't start in the nether.
and I'm like, isn't that the definition of legit? Is starting the game and not using any commands? I'm confused. I'm getting mixed messages. I would have to use creative commands in order to give myself the materials, get in the nether, and start off there. I just wanted to do the whole thing legit. If Minecraft gives us an option to start in the nether, dude, I'll totally do that. But it's not my fault I found diamonds before I found lava, okay? Whatever. There's a small minority of people. Seems like folks are enjoying the series so far. And, I mean, it's, you know, we had a few people tune into episode 2. It wasn't 0. So we're going. Tune into episode 4. Coming tomorrow to a YouTube near you. I appreciate your support. Thanks so much. We won, Mr. Jardon. Wow, does Fallen Kingdom actually show up above Jurassic World? Hold on just a minute. Fallen Kingdom. What, bro? It's like all Jurassic World, but then Fallen Kingdom's just right there at the top. Oh, that's amazing, bro. I hadn't Google image searched that in ages. And then we got, you know, a few little sneak peeks down here, but number 1. They might have spots 2 through 50, but we are number 1. I always have to check for myself because, you know, Google results can vary from person to person, country to country, things like that's swick. It's validation. Bring back Pros Don't Talk Shorts. Jardon should make a new channel dedicated to more relaxed content where he isn't afraid to curse. We can call it the demonetized channel because it will just be nothing but demonetized videos. Probably wouldn't. Okay, so here's the thing. Realistically, if I cursed sparingly, it probably wouldn't demonetize the videos because, you know, the crowd control ones where maybe some stuff slipped through, they do still have monetization. As do older library content on this channel where there's some stuff, and other people, when they're in my videos who have cursed, those are still monetized for the most part. But at the same time, I do know that there are people who watch who appreciate the lack of swearing. So I didn't usually swear, at least all that recently, especially not when I started because I was at my mom's house and my mom would not have appreciated my cursing, although it's really funny. Now, I hear my mom swear so much more when I visit her and talk to her than I ever did. And I'm like, oh, you were really censoring yourself back when I lived in the house. You've just let it all go. You just let it slide. Now you got free vocabulary. I see how it is. Okay, that's fair play, Mom. But anywho, I'm not gonna do another channel just for that. Sorry, but anyway, it's now for the meme. When I say unalive, like, it's kind of for the meme, but also I don't know if I said it too many times in a video if it get demonetized. I don't know. I don't really feel like experimenting. We still love you, Jardon. Is 4 a lot? Depends on the context. YouTube channels? No. Views on the second episode of a channel or a series on the main channel? Yes. Oh, man. I can't escape. This is ridiculous. Hey, we did get more than 4 views on episode 2 of the new Nether Survival Series 2.0. So I will say that's a great success. I was expecting between 0 and 4, and we have more than that. So all in all, I can't complain. I would just say, hey, if you haven't watched the series, feel free to check it out. Maybe you'll like it. I don't know. There's a possibility. I know I have many hours of content going up, especially with Twitch and CS2. But give it a try. I recorded it just for you, right? I'm not recycling content that was already live streamed. That series is recorded specifically for your eyeballs here on this channel. I made it for you. Feel free to give it a try. Let's admit it. We're never happy, are we? Sorry, Jardoon. Fans, we want Maya Knight Season 3. Wah, wah, wah. Jardoon painfully gives a spinoff after years of begging. Wait, is it painful for me? I'm having fun with it, to be completely honest. Yeah, then what about Trollcraft? It really is to me that way. Oh, man, dude. I get the resub messages and the bit messages in chat. And then people are like, hey, when's Trollcraft coming back? And I'm like, bruh, do you know what we're streaming right now? How many years you wanted this? Can we just enjoy the moment for a moment? Okay, Trollcraft is not coming back in at least the same way it would be before with the same cast. So it's the same story. A series that has a similar concept to it, perhaps with a different cast, could happen. But in the end of the day, that's almost what Minecraft multiplayer series are in general, is they just devolve into everybody annoying each other. So there is that. But could it happen under a different name with a different cast? Sure. Whether or not you count it as a sequel, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. I drew Jordy and Jimmy in a terrarium. Aww, Jimmy is very large there. The more realistic image would be Jimmy is just like kind of on the tip of my finger. And if you don't know who Jimmy is, you're missing out on Mayanetian Isles, which is streamed at twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez, with the VODs going up on youtube.com/CaptainSparklez too. There are almost 20 episodes so far, so many hours for you to catch up in your quarantine period if you happen to be interested, and you get to see Jimmy. It's been a wild ride with Jimmy, but I hope it stays more mellow now. Just when I thought I escaped the meme, YouTube algorithm brings me back with a twist. Creeper Aw Man Eurobeat Remix. This is the most interesting thumbnail I've seen for a video. Also, it's actually been up since the meme was very prevalent, it looks like. I'll have to go check this out at some point. Nice adding the head onto pixel art on Carman. Is that what Eurobeat is? I'm not actually familiar with the genre very much, but is it represented by dude leaning on hood of car? Can I just say for a second, why is it a thing? People leaning on the hoods of cars? Do you not have any issue with the potential to scrape up your paint with the rivets on the back of your jeans? Why do you do that? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you lean against a car? I still remember vividly to this day. It was right when I got my license. My mom was like, if you're going to get your license, you got to go do a little driving course thing. Went to the driving course thing, just a bunch of kids similar age, around 16 years old. And one of them, we were just in between doing driving exercises. One of them just starts leaning up against, it was my mom's car at the time, and just puts her feet, kicks her foot up against the door panel. And I'm like, excuse me? Really? You're just gonna put your shoe on my car? Just gonna put your shoe on it, yeah? Can you not do that? It's like, I was staggered by it. Anyway, it's total, but I digest. It's probably the person's car in the image. It's just an image, so we'll never know for sure. But I just aren't you worried about scratching the hood of your own car? I would be. Stayed up until 5 a.m. working on a new addition to Jardon's resource pack. Jerry Hearts, Planet Minecraft link in the comments. That actually looks kind of cool. I think if just the absorption hearts were Jerry, it would be better. Oh, that's kind of a cool idea. Because I do agree this could be confused with being poisoned. You see green in the bar at the bottom, even if you're just focused on the center of the screen, kind of out of the bottom of your eye, you're like, oh, I'm poisoned. See, that would confuse me for sure. So yeah, this could be cool as absorption hearts or something though. I like it. I just tried adding the Whopper in the other night on the sub server when I was streaming. Whew, that's a cursed hopper right there, dude. And they also changed the name to be a Whopper instead of a Hopper. It's a doozy. I might keep it. Jardon talking for girls in a nutshell. Jardon when talking to girls in a okay, I was confused by the title. I'm like, talking for girls. What does this mean exactly? Does your lip gloss taste like it smells? You want to find out? Sure. I would probably take it literally. You're not wrong. So, I once hugged, and I could smell the lip gloss. Actually, I don't know if there was any lip gloss involved at all, but and it's not far off. Thank you, Sins the Great. Can't afford to sub to Jardon, you mean. Someone gifts you a sub. Okay, but please also at the same time, while this is nice, don't, in Twitch chat, just don't be like, hey, somebody, can you give me a sub? Like, that's not how we do. If it happens, it happens. Generally, when people do the large amounts, I don't know if you can target specific people with a 5. Like, usually a single one-off sub gift, usually that'll be to a specific person, but the bigger numbers, it just generally assigns them randomly to people who are currently watching the stream chatting who do not have subscriptions. So just all I would ask is, while this could happen to you, don't ask for it. Otherwise, the mods will probably end up timing you out, to be fair. So yeah, but it can happen. And big shout out to those who are doing the generous sub gifts. Guys are the real MVPs out here. Jardon has a 0% chance of escape. Jardon swears a subreddit. I mean, so far, all we've had this week is people asking me to swear more. So really not the direction that I was expecting it to go, but we'll see what posts might occur after this. To be fair, I haven't really had any big slips since last time around, but we'll see. I need to organize the arena configuration for crowd control. So the idea is it'll be like, crowd control in that you guys can spawn things in, but I'm going to start off with a set of good gear, and it'll be inside of an arena map, and then I readjust how expensive it is for various mobs, and then people just try to spawn in as many things, and I see how long I can survive, including Ender Dragons and Withers. Oh god. In his defense, he said iron, not diamond. Jardon, I won't be going into the nether with any iron equipment. Also, Jardon, hippity hoppity, your diamonds are my property. What do you think I was gonna do? Just skip the diamonds, just see them, and then not get them? What kind of fool? People, if I had just mined past them and not acknowledge them, people would be like, you missed diamonds, first off. There'd be posts on the subreddit about what an idiot. Is he blind? Does he not see the diamonds that he could have gone to the nether with? Or B, they'd be like, just fine, you mined another diamonds. Why would you not take them? That's dumb to just skip over them. While also being like, use creative mode to get into the nether first, naked with nothing. I can't win, dude. I can't win. It's the moral of the story is no matter what I do, I lose. I know they don't stack, but just carry all the ingredients and the bowls and craft them when you need to eat. It sucks that hoglins are the only food supply in the nether. Mushroom stew, am I a joke to you? No. And I've used them now. I've made mushroom stews, but I don't like the fact that whenever I have to eat, I have to then make it. That's too close to real life, okay? I can't just make a meal whenever I need to eat. Are you kidding me? I expect the food to be ready for consumption at that very moment. I expect that hot stack of pork chop to just remain nice and toasty and fresh in my inventory, even if it takes a couple days, many full days within Minecraft to fully consume it. It's gonna stay nice and fresh. Mushroom stew, having to craft it? Oh my god, dude. It's way too much effort. How am I ever gonna keep up with that? I'll never be able to do anything else. I'll just be crafting. By the time I'm done crafting and eating, I'll have to eat again. It's too much energy, bro. It's free real estate. Oh, is this an animated meme? Hold on. Making a high quality Jardon meme for Jardon to enjoy in this week's subreddit reaction. Turning the meme into an ad spot for him to further monetize the sub. Let's play it. I wanted to make sure that we could. Wow, dude. Represent.com/store/CaptainSparklez. That's wild. Thank you. We interrupt this week's Captain Sparkle subreddit video to bring you this advertisement, courtesy of I've a huge jog. Do you have a huge dog? Or am I missing out on this one? I have a huge jog. I don't. I'm you've Saint Bernard or Great Dane or something like that. It's cool. I like dogs. I made a half Fallen Kingdom, half Revenge skin. Yes, the man's. I think this is tip 11,000 on the Minecraft server. Saw it in person, live, in the flesh, over the internet on the server, and it looked very much like this, and it was very accurate. Hybrid 50-50. I didn't know that humans had been able to perfect the half-body transplant yet, but this man's far ahead of the medical industry. It's very impressive. Sorry if this has already been made, but it do be happening for real. Me shouts fork to myself at work after something frustrating happens. My coworkers, what the fork? Oh, so they said fork too. So you're all in on it at this point. Hey, you know, here's the other thing. If you ever want to give them a more mainstream reference to it, you can't just be like, oh, I watched The Good Place. And honestly, what's more likely to happen if someone sees you say fork is they're going to be like, I watched The Good Place too. It's a good show. So I wasn't the first. I've just popularized it for those of you who watch me. So, you know. But The Good Place has probably reached a few more people than I have. It's a good show. And they say fork and shorts quite a bit on there. Kind of a thing. So, you know, you could explain it that way. You don't have to say it's the guy on YouTube, and they'll be like, what do you mean it's the guy on YouTube? I don't know who, what? Minecraft? What are you talking about? And then you'd be the Creeper on Man. Then they'll understand. Like, oh, I get it. It's the Creeper on Man guy. Cool. That might have reached more people than The Good Place. I don't know, quite frankly. Without fail, Jardon's viewers post clips of Jardon saying fork in videos. Jardon, well, this week's reaction is demonetized. Jardon's viewers next week. Forking do it again. There hasn't really been though. We've been. I'm really about to dig myself into a hole here, whatever the next couple of clips are. But it seems like we're in good shape so far. I don't know. Okay, I shouldn't speak too soon though. Lava as a fuel source. Jardon, don't forget about Soulfire Campfires. You can use them in your Nether survival to cook food without using fuel. I know. I don't mean to spoil anything. But I do make some. It's at the very beginning of episode 4, it's like 30 seconds in or something, so it's not really spoiling. Sorry I spoiled the first 30 seconds. I do make a couple Soulfire Campfires. I don't actually use them, but they're there. They exist. I put them down. So if I want to use this thing though is like I have to go outside and deal with the exterior of the Nether, and then they cook kind of slowly when I can just use a smoker instead, and that's a fast boy, and lava's so easy. You think there's a lava shortage in the Nether? There isn't. All right, I can get that pretty easily, and it lasts a long time, so I don't know. There are options, obviously. Well, that was not what I expected to see when scrolling through the news. Brought to you by construction. I don't know if you can hear that. It's gonna be such a smooth garage entrance though, dude. It's gonna be, wow. A couple of spots are gonna be like that, and then the next one hopefully will be, it's gonna be smooth. Approach angles, dude. Dude, those low approach angles. Oh, you guys are like, what? What? Who's getting excited about a low approach angle? Excuse me, what? It's very niche. I realize this, but it'll be nice. Okay, and the top post for the last week. Popular YouTuber ruined by return to former addiction. After several weeks of quarantine, it already seems some influencers have been overwhelmed by the time they must spend at home. One of these influencers one sticks out, the popular YouTuber Jordan Marin. You mean Jardon Marine 5, or as he's mostly known online, CaptainSparklez publicly announced that he has once again taken part in the addiction that most fans thought had been dealt with. During most of 2018, Jardon regularly announced he created new YouTube channels to accommodate the many styles of content he produced. Just after a few months, the amount of channels Jardon had created started to worry many fans. And as of April 2020, he's once again announced the creation of his newest channel, Jardon Lifts. Wow. Major coverage on the new channel. This is amazing. I can't believe we've attracted mainstream media attention. This will surely bring 10 million subscribers to the Jordan Lifts channel. I can't wait to see where we're... It's not 10 million. It's not 10 million. All right. That article didn't have the power that I would have hoped for it to. Shoot. Okay, well, it's up to you to subscribe to the Jordan Lifts channel then. You are my only hope. This article has just not been able to drive the traffic I'd hope. You know, you gotta build brands on controversy these days, and I thought that this would do it, but really seems not to have. God dang it, dude! Anyway, I'll leave it to you. Thanks for tuning into this week's subreddit video. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of these vids. Subscribe to the channel and Jordan Lifts if you're not already. And that is where we'll leave it off for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.